has 4 minutes.
And congratulate the Minister on his new role and to wish him the very best. I mean that, like previous speakers, a lot of people really depending on you, and we know that the system needs every support it can get. I want to thank the Minister as well for coming in tonight to answer questions on this extremely important issue and talk about Kilbrew Nursing Home and the care of Ultan Meehan. And his family want this issue raised at the very highest level. There's been extensive media coverage about this case in recent days, but it's important we remember that there's a family at the centre of this who've lost a son and a husband, and so we must bear that in mind. Our thoughts are with Mary Bartley Meehan and the wide circle of family and friends of our late and beloved husband Ultan Meehan and her late and beloved son Adrian Bartley. Minister, I was shocked and appalled when the details of Ultan Meehan's case came to my attention. Many, but not all of the details are now in the public domain, and I think anyone that heard or saw them are shocked and appalled. In early June, I contacted the HSE, HICWA and your predecessor, the then Minister for Health, Simon Harris, regarding the case. I spoke with officials in HICWA who advised me that an on-site inspection was being conducted on the 4th of June. This was a planned inspection. I was advised that I would receive a copy of the report in due course. I await that report. The HSE responded to say that they have no governance or oversight over private nursing homes as they are private organisations. Minister Harris responded on the 9th of June to outline the legislative and regulatory framework and acknowledged that HICWA has no legal role in examining individual complaints but takes a risk-based approach to regulation. He confirmed that he had requested the HSE to follow up directly with the nursing home in question and that his department, now your department, be appraised of the situation and any actions taken. That report was to be shared with me. I haven't received it yet. Minister, this case raises a number of issues. It raises very, very serious questions in relation to the care provided to Mr Meehan at Kilbrew Nursing Home. It raises immediate questions in relation to the care provided to other residents, past and present in that setting, and it's my clear understanding that there's more information to come to light. And it raises serious questions in relation to the wider issue of regulation and oversight of private nursing homes. It will come as a shock to very many people that the HSE has no role in the oversight of private nursing homes, while HICWA cannot examine individual complaints, even those of an extreme nature. So, Minister, I have a number of very specific questions and I'd appreciate specific answers. When was your department or the HSE first notified of concerns at Kilbrew or relating to the care of Mr Meehan, and by whom? We understand that nursing homes around the country were under huge pressure and crying out for help during COVID-19. Is that the case with Kilbrew? Has the Minister or his department received the aforementioned reports from HICWA and the HSE? If so, what did they say of the situation at Kilbrew Nursing Home and any actions taken? And Minister, how do you propose to proceed here? Will you commit tonight to a full, independent, rapid review of the clinical care provided to Ultan Meehan and related issues at Kilbrew Nursing Home? I believe this should be done immediately. That's the wishes of the family. In my opinion, it should be headed by a doctor, a consultant specialist in the area of medicine of the elderly. And will the Minister commit to that tonight?
Thank you, Deputy. Antara. 4 minutes.
I'd like to thank Deputy O'Rourke for raising this, and again I'd like to acknowledge your kind words. Thank you very much. And I want to acknowledge that the Deputy has raised this issue and continues to raise this issue and is advocating strongly on this issue. Deputy, it may be of use. I will read you out the official position which sets out the statutory framework and what's happening. Before I do, let me just answer your questions directly. I think there were more than 3. I got 3 of them down, right? When was the department told of the issues? I'll find out for you. It wasn't in your initial topical issue, so I don't know, but I will find out and I will revert to you on that. Have we got a report yet? No, no report has been submitted to my department yet, and as soon as it is, we will be looking at it. Will we look at a full independent review of the care? That's not where we're at right now. Where we're at right now is HICWA and the HSE are investigating the issue, and the officials in my department are liaising with them on that. So my belief is that that's what we have to do now. The COVID-19 pandemic has led to unprecedented challenges across our health service, and none more so, as we both know, than in older persons' services. And I think it's fair to say that the health and safety of residents in nursing homes has been paramount in all of our minds over the last number of months. NEFIT, the National Public Health Emergency Team, the HSE and HIQA have placed a focus on supporting older people from the outset of the pandemic. And every person who is supported in older person service is entitled to expect and receive support of the highest standard. They're absolutely entitled to that. And quality care and patient safety is a priority and a continued focus, and must always be delivered safely and to a high quality. Nursing home providers are ultimately responsible, right? We have regulators, we have the HSE, we have the department, we have the Oireachtas, but nursing home providers are responsible for the care that they provide to their residents. So since 2009, HIQA is the statutory independent regulator in place for the nursing home sector, whether it's a HSE managed or a private nursing home. So HIQA, established under the 2007 Act, the Health Act, has significant and wide-ranging powers up to and including the registration of a nursing home facility, right? Which means the nursing home can't operate as a nursing home. So it has essentially the power to shut the nursing homes down. Up to, it has graduated powers. The responsibility is underpinned by a comprehensive quality framework comprising of the restriction regulation, care and welfare regulation, and the national quality standards. HIQA in discharging its duties determines through the examination of all of the information available to it, including site inspections, whether a nursing home meets the regulations in order to achieve and maintain its registration status. Should a nursing home be deemed to be non-compliant and with the regulations and the national quality standards, it may either fail to achieve or lose its registration status. In addition, the Chief Inspector has wide-ranging discretion in deciding whether to impose conditions of registration on nursing homes. During COVID-19, nursing homes continue to be regulated by HIQA, who under the 2007 Act have the legal authority to examine the operation of any facility under their remit. In addition, a series of enhanced measures have been agreed by NEFIT for long-term residential care settings, and these are being implemented at the moment. In relation to this particular nursing home, I can confirm that the department has received correspondence, including from the Deputy, regarding this matter, and has forwarded the details on to HIQA as the statutory regulator for nursing homes and the HSE for appropriate action and follow-up. And I have asked my officials to engage with both HIQA and the HSE to follow up on this matter.
Thank you, Minister. Oireachta, 2 further minutes.
Thank you, Minister. I want to go back to the issue of the reports and the plan of where we go to from here. I think it's really important, and I don't want to leave that point. The family want an independent review of this case, and I think that needs to remain on the table here, notwithstanding the fact that the HSE and HIQA are involved in this. I would like to hear from the Minister what the timeline from HIQA is, what the timeline is in relation to the HSE. A month has passed at this stage. Are you satisfied as Minister that this is an isolated incident? I don't think you can be confident that this is an isolated incident, and that's the concern that people will have in relation to this. I would further ask the Minister to outline what plans he has in relation to the broader regulatory framework for our nursing homes. I think this case highlights an anomaly in terms of, and a loophole in terms of, and a gap in terms of the regulation and oversight, and there are many legal experts who are calling for robust and strong safeguarding legislation. But principally, Minister, I want some clarity in relation to the timeline. What timeline can we expect here? When will a report be available? When will it be published? And on that point, were Kilbrew Nursing Home crying out for help? Did they make repeated contact with the HSE? Or is it a case that this was below the radar? I think they're just really important. I would implore you in my last 10 seconds just to really implore you on a human level this is shocking stuff, and I think it needs the full weight of your ministry to see it resolved.
Thank you, Deputy. And Tara.
Thank you, Deputy. And with you, I want to acknowledge the pain and suffering of the Meehan family. The situation is, the case that we all saw reported is heartbreaking. It was shocking. And I can't begin to imagine what the Meehan family have been going through over the last few months. And we owe it to them, and we owe it to every resident in every nursing home to make sure that there is a consistently high quality, and that when people see issues that they can raise a flag and they know that those issues will be taken seriously and will be reacted to. I know you'll understand, and the House will understand, that I can't get into too much detail here in public about any individual case, even though it has been widely reported, and I acknowledge you're speaking with the permission of the family involved. I can stress that since the outset of the pandemic, HIQA has had in place a quality assessment process, so all of the designated centres and the children's residential centres are formally contacted on a regular basis by an Inspector of Social Service to assess how they're coping, and the welfare of the residents, concerns they have, and any deficits identified in continuous high quality care. HIQA, as the regulator, has also completed a risk assessment of all nursing homes. It hasn't been able to inspect all nursing homes, but it has completed the risk assessment. On the 6th of April, it commenced a focused COVID-19 infection prevention and control hub to provide nursing homes with guidance and support that they need. So let me answer you directly. You asked me a direct question, which is the timelines. I will find out for you. It wasn't part of the question, so I don't have the information here, but I will find out for you. The other thing that's worth mentioning is, as you'll know, there is an expert group reporting to me very shortly on the nursing homes. They're looking at what happened across the system, and we'll all be interested in what happened. What I'm most interested in for now is what learnings are there to make sure that everyone in those nursing homes, both those who work and the residents, are safe and secure. So I will continue to work with the Deputy on this and keep you up to date on how it's all going. And thank you.
Thank you, Minister. And that concludes the debate, and the Dáil now stands adjourned until 10:30 a.m. tomorrow. I understand, is that on the conference centre or here? In the conference centre, so people turning up here will be in the wrong location. I repeat, it's in the conference centre. Michael.